Okay, guys. Kyle is literally as far away from me as possible, and he was louder than all of you. You can do better. As loud as you can. Here we go then with ring number. That's sweet, everyone. Oh, there's a wasp in here. That's not fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a game we played with Callum, but it is not his favourite. Now, his favourite game, as I've just found out, is his basketball. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to let him go play with it. So this gets him in the water, gets him moving around. If you're in the front row, heads up. But we can let him play with this for as long or as little as he likes. While he is playing with it, we are watching how he is moving, making sure that he is using all of his muscles correctly, making sure those whiskers are working. But, quite an energetic game today, Cal, so thank you for that. Here we go. There we go, we'll give him a cheer for that, that was nicely done. So that there is the second question that we asked. Now the final question that we're going to answer today is, well, how are we actually doing it in the first place? So we use a method of training here called positive reinforcement. I know. That just means that whenever our sea lions do a good job, they get a reward. So to begin with, what we do is we find out what sea lions like. Any guesses what our sea lions might like? Correct. They love fish. That was a pretty easy thing to figure out. But once we get it, what we do is we have a dog whistle, we blow on that whistle, and we give him fish. Now we repeat this over and over and over and over until he realises that whistle is a very good thing. He knows there is some fish coming. We then introduce this. This is called a target stick. Very simply, we hold it out in front of him. These guys are very naturally curious animals, so they come over to see what it is. Now, as soon as their nose touches the end of that target, we blow on that whistle, lots and lots of fish. That is the start of training. Now, our sea lions have the intelligence of the average 3-year-old. So they soon realise that the longer they follow this target, the more complex things we ask of them, the bigger and bigger rewards they can get. So as a consequence, as you can see here, I can get him jumping around, I can get him basically doing whatever I can think of. I can even get him blowing bubbles. Because he knows at the end of it, we're going to blow on that whistle, we are going to give him lots of fish. And he likes fish. Now, if he does do anything wrong, it is not a problem. There are no negative repercussions for getting it wrong. We simply do not reward it. We then ask for something simple, like a wave, something that we know he can get. We can reward that instead, and then we can return to what he got wrong. So one thing we can do with that target, we can show you something called free jumps. So this mimics an act out in the wild known as porpoising. So all I have to do is hold this target up above the water, and he'll jump out, I don't know, there, and he should hit it every single time. I'm going to give him a cheer, that was nicely done. You dropped one. Thank you. Now you all notice this today, I haven't really used that target all that much. So we do want to progress everything onto something known as a cue. We'd much rather have his attention to be on us rather than the target. So we can do that exact same behaviour, but without the target. So all I have to do now is point once above the water. He is gonna... Look at the chin, that was nicely done. There you go, buddy! You feeling happy with yourself? Yeah. Wasn't what I asked for, but there we go. So, thanks for that. Now with that target, we can train up to 95% of the stuff he knows, but not quite everything. So for that last little bit, we have to use something called capturing. Now capturing a behaviour basically involves us sat, where you guys are, waiting for our sea lions to do something. For instance, we heard Callum barking. Yes, hello you. There is no on-off switch that we can poke with a target. We have to use capturing. So every time he'd make noise naturally, we'd blow on that whistle and reward it. Eventually we are able to get a cue onto it. So now, all I should have to do is hold up my hand. Let me get that. So there you go, guys. That there is how we do our training. Now that does bring us towards the end of the show, but it is not the end, because you see, our training is never complete. We're always evolving things, always making things a little bit more difficult. We're chaining things together. You grab that door, Kyle. So what we are going to finish on is a bit of a combination of things. So we are going to hopefully get Callum to go up the tower and then hit the double ball. We'll see. It's the end of the day. So what we are going to do is we are going to send Callum up the nice tall tower once again. Remember, we need a massive cheer when he gets to the end, guys. Just like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of our show. So just a quick reminder that we are exiting on the right side of the theatre. Thank you very, very much for coming along to our final Sea Lion show. Thank you very much.